Good morning and welcome to today's lesson on speed, distance, time. Today we're going to be finding the distance, so we'll be working on page 3 of the worksheet. If I look at question 5a, it tells me two things. Number one, the speed is 50 miles per hour. The time is 3 hours. Can I find the distance? How do I do that? Well, if I travel at 50 miles per hour, that means 50 miles in 1 hour, and I travel for 3 hours. So 50 miles in 1 hour, 50 miles in a second hour, 50 miles in a third hour. I must multiply the speed and the time. I can check that by looking at the units. The speed is in miles per hour, the time is in hours. When I multiply the units, the hours will cancel out and miles will be left. So if I do D equals S times T, 50 times 3 gives me 150 miles is my distance. Well, if I look at the second one, speed is 60 miles an hour, time is 30 minutes. There's a red flag, 30 minutes. We don't use minutes, we've got to convert that to hours like we did on Monday. 30 minutes is half an hour, or it's easier to put the decimal 0.5 in your calculator. Formula, distance equals speed times time. Substitution, 60 times a half. Now a half times 60 is 30 miles. That makes sense. If I travel 60 miles in an hour, how far will I travel in? Half an hour, half the distance. So D is 30 miles. If I look at 7a, speed is 40 miles an hour, time is 1 hour 30. What's the distance? Well, there's another red flag. Time is 1 hour 30 minutes. Using Monday's skill, we converted that to 1.5 or 1.5 hours. Formula, substitute, do. 40 times 1.5 gives me 60 miles. And if I look at the last one, question 80, there's a small group of questions where they're working in slightly different units. Please note, the speed is 8 meters per second, the time is 2 minutes. Again, we don't work in minutes, because it's meters per second. We have to convert the time to seconds. There are 120 seconds in 2 minutes. So formula, substitute, do. Distance equals speed times time. 8 times 120 seconds gives me 960 meters. And that's all there is to do. Look at the ones that I've got there. Put that down in your book as you're modelling at the start of each question, and then move on and do the rest of each one as you go through. Enjoy.